Ravens fan, listen up. Do you remember that nerve-wracking moment when Zay Flowers left the field against the Browns? It felt like everything had gone wrong. But now, there's breaking news that changes the whole picture. It's not a serious injury, and he might return faster than anyone expected. Could this mean the Ravens will hit the final stretch of the season even stronger? And what does this recovery say about Flowers' impact on the team? Stick with me until the end, and I'll break down everything you need to know about this incredible turn of events. Go Ravens! Zay Flowers gave Ravens fans quite a scare during the game against the Browns. In the middle of the match, he suffered a right knee injury and had to leave the field, which instantly raised alarms. At first, it looked like it could be something really serious, maybe even season-ending, but thankfully, head coach John Harbaugh shared an update that eased everyone's fears. He confirmed that the injury isn't severe, won't end Flowers' season, and that he'll be monitored day by the medical staff. This news brought immense relief because Flowers is a key player for the Ravens offense. Harbaugh also made it clear that the player is determined to get back on the field as soon as possible. When an athlete shows this kind of drive to overcome challenges, it can inspire the entire team. It's the type of dedication that builds a winning squad, and Flowers has already proven he always puts the team first. Even with the good news, it's hard to ignore the shock this incident caused. The Ravens rely heavily on what Flowers brings to the field: speed, skill, and the ability to turn any play into a game changer. Missing that presence, even for a short time, could make things a bit tougher for the offense. That's why it's so important for him to return healthy and without rushing, to avoid any risk of worsening the situation. But how did this even happen? It was a play that seemed harmless at first, but ended up leaving everyone on edge. Let's break down how the injury occurred and why it caused so much concern. The moment Zay Flowers got injured was heartbreaking. It all happened in the third quarter of the game against the Browns, during a 12-yard reception that had the Ravens in a promising position. That's when Browns linebacker Mohamoud Diabate accidentally fell on Flowers' knee, in a play that seemed minor, but immediately raised concern. Flowers' reaction, staying down for a few moments, sent waves of worry through everyone watching. After the impact, he received medical attention on the field. While he managed to walk off on his own, it was clear he was in pain, limping. He went straight to the blue medical tent for a quick evaluation and was later escorted to the locker room. The team decided not to let him return to the game, which only fueled fears that the injury might be severe. At that moment, it was impossible not to imagine the worst. The silence surrounding his condition for the rest of the game only added to the tension. Knowing how important Flowers is to the team and seeing him leave like that, with no clear explanation, left fans in a state of anxiety. But in the end, the diagnosis was a relief. It's not a serious injury, and he'll be evaluated day by day. That changes everything for the Ravens, who know they can count on him sooner or later. Still, the emotional impact of that moment can't be overlooked. Flowers has been one of the team's standout players this season, with incredible numbers to back it up. Let's take a closer look at his contributions this year and why he's so vital to the Ravens. Zay Flowers has been having an outstanding season. He's not just another player in the Ravens offense. He's the guy who consistently delivers when the team needs him most. To give you an idea, he leads the team with 74 receptions for 1,059 yards, along with 4 touchdowns. These aren't just good stats. They're amazing, and they show exactly why he earned his first Pro Bowl selection. That recognition highlights just how much of an impact he has on the field. What's most impressive about Flowers is his ability to turn ordinary plays into game-changing moments. His knack for finding open spaces, creating separation from defenders, and making tough catches makes him a nightmare for opposing defenses. On top of that, he has a special connection with Lamar Jackson that only gets better with each game. This chemistry is what keeps the Ravens' offense so dynamic and unpredictable. It's no exaggeration to say that Flowers is one of the main reasons the Ravens' offense has been so successful this season. He's not just consistent, but also clutch in key moments. His presence on the field forces opposing defenses to adjust their strategies, which opens up opportunities for other players. That's why even a short absence from Flowers can have such a big impact. And what's even more incredible is that all this comes from a player who's just starting his career. Let's take a moment to look at what he's accomplished since entering the NFL and how he's made such a strong impression from day one. We're more than halfway through this video, but I noticed you haven't left a like yet. That's super important to help YouTube recommend more of my content to you, so I can keep bringing you updates like this. So go ahead and hit that like button. It's free, and it really helps me out. Thanks. Let's keep going. Since Zay Flowers entered the NFL, he has proven that he belongs. Selected in the first round of the 2023 draft, he wasted no time justifying all the hype surrounding. As a rookie, he started all 16 games of the season, finishing with 77 receptions for 858 yards, 5 touchdowns. These numbers were already impressive, but what stood out the most was the maturity he displayed. Despite being new to the league, Flowers also showed that he is much more than a traditional receiver. He was used creatively in the Ravens' offense, with some rushing plays that resulted in 56 yards and another touchdown. This versatility is rare and makes him an extremely valuable weapon. Additionally, he has never missed a game due to injury, which only reinforces how reliable he is. For a team that needs stability on offense, having a player like Flowers is a huge relief. This consistency is not just about numbers. It's about the impact he brings to the team. Flowers is the kind of player who inspires confidence in both the coach and his teammates. Knowing he's on the field means the Ravens always have a chance to create explosive plays. Now, with this recent injury, it's clear how indispensable he is to the team, which only increases the anticipation for his return. The question is, how long will it take for him to come back? While the injury doesn't seem serious, the Ravens need to plan their next steps to compensate for his possible absence. Let's now discuss how the team could be affected while Flowers recovers. The possibility of being without Zay Flowers, even for just a few games, is enough to cause concern. He is Lamar Jackson's primary target and one of the Ravens' biggest defensive weapons. His ability to disrupt defenses and create opportunities for other plays is hard to replace. Without him, the offense might lose some of its explosiveness, complicating things for the team in critical moments. On the other hand, the fact that the injury isn't severe and Flowers is being evaluated day-to-day brings hope. This means he could return sooner than many expected, perhaps even at a crucial point in the season. For this to happen, it's essential that the team takes a cautious approach, ensuring that he is 100% healthy to avoid the risk of re-injury. His health is a priority, especially with the playoffs approaching. In the meantime, other players will need to step up and take on larger roles in the offense. Flowers' absence is an opportunity for other talents to showcase their value and help keep the team competitive. But it's undeniable that Flowers' return will be a game changer. When he's back, the Ravens' offense will be complete again, ready to aim for even greater success. With this news, fans are just hoping that his time off the field is minimal and that he returns stronger than ever. Now, we wait to see how the team will adjust until he's back on the field. Zay Flowers avoided a serious injury, which is a huge relief for the team and for those who passionately follow every Raven. With his recovery being evaluated day-to-day, the anticipation builds for when he'll be ready to return and continue helping the offense with his explosiveness. Now, I want to hear from you. What do you think Flowers' return could mean for the team's performance in the upcoming games? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, make sure to do so now to stay updated on all the latest Ravens. See you in the next video.